loves, welcome back to my kitchen, and in today's video I am sharing with you the best and moistest chocolate cake I have ever made. So let's get cooking. So in our mixing bowl we are adding 2.5 cups sugar, 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, 1.25 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 2.25 teaspoons of baking powder, 2.25 teaspoons baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Now we are going to mix all those dry ingredients until they are well combined. Now when we are done mixing those dry ingredients, we are going to add our wet ones. We are adding 3 eggs, 3/4 cup vegetable oil, 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1.5 cups of milk. Now we are going to put that into our mixer and we're going to beat it until it is nice and smooth. Now as always guys, you want to scrape down those sides as you're going so that you ensure that everything is beat into the mixture. We beat it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and when we are done we are now going into adding our boiling water. To this recipe we are adding 1.5 cups, but we are adding it half a cup at a time to ensure that it is properly mixed in, because guys, when we are done with this step it's going to be really liquidy, so you don't want to get it splashed all over while you're doing the beating. So you take your time, add it half a cup at a time, mix it properly after each addition. It looks so good and chocolatey already. Ooh, look at that. Now this is exactly what you want. You just beat a little and then you put it to the side so that we can get our pans. Now guys, today I am using these aluminum pans because when I am doing my layered cakes I just find they work better for me. I am using the 8-inch here, but the optimal size for this recipe is a 9-inch pan. If you get those, you can use that instead. But I am sharing the batter equally between the 2 pans so that I can put them into the oven. Now once we are done putting that batter into those pans and you feel satisfied that they are shared equally enough, you want to put it into your oven that has been preheating at 220 degrees, and you want to put it in for 30 to 45 minutes. Now while that is in the oven, let's move on to our frosting. Now to our bowl we are adding 3/4 cup butter that has been melted, and to that we are going to add 1 cup of our unsweetened cocoa powder. Now we're going to mix that cocoa powder and butter mixture till it becomes a nice smooth paste. Then we're adding 4.5 cups of powdered sugar. Now guys, this powdered sugar you want to add alternately with half a cup of milk. Now when you're adding your milk, you want to just look at it, monitor it, because you're going to determine how thick or how smooth or how creamy you want your frosting. And once you have gotten to that point, then you can stop adding the milk, but then go ahead and add in all that powdered sugar. And then you just mix till it's well combined, till it's nice and smooth. You want to ensure that you scrape down all those sides guys as you're going, because you don't want any of the white parts of the powdered sugar to show through the frosting, so you want to ensure that you really mix it up properly. Now once we're done, we then add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We give it a nice mix again, just to combine everything, just to blend everything together. Ooh, it looks so good, and it tastes so good as well. We then just cover it up with a kitchen towel and set it aside. Now moving on to our cakes that have been nicely cooled. As you can see guys, there is the little dome at the top of the cakes. So we are just going to cut off the dome and using the guide from the pan to ensure that it's, just about the same height on both cakes. Now once that is done, we then remove our cake from our pan and place it on our plate, and we are going into the frosting. This is the delicious part. So now we take our offset spatula and we use some of that frosting guys, and we put it onto that layer so that we can put that middle layer. Now guys, I like a nice thick layer in the middle, so I'm putting about 3 huge dollops of that frosting, and I'm going to just spread it around. Now once you're satisfied that the layer is to your liking, it can be as thick or as thin as you want guys, make this your own. We're going to then flip the other cake and put it bottom side up so that we get a nice smooth top on this cake. We take off all the excess little piece, make it a little nice and neat, and then we go in with our frosting and just frost it up. Now guys, for this frosting, it does not have to be smooth. Make it a little wavy, add a little texture. When we are done, we're gonna just clean off our plate so it looks nice and pretty when we're ready to take our photos. And there it is. Nice, beautiful, moist. This is the best chocolate cake guys I have ever made. Now this is what I was talking about when I said you don't want it to be too smooth on the outside. It adds that nice little texture. So then we're gonna cut into it, take a slice so we can see how beautiful it is on the inside. Guys, cutting into it was just so smooth because it was so soft and so moist, and this is it. Now look at it. Look at that slice of beautiful chocolate cake. Guys, you all can tell that I really love chocolate cake. It's just so super moist. It's just amazing. It's awesome. This is by far the best chocolate cake I have ever made. I have said it a few times, but it really is. So let's take our fork and we're going to cut a piece of that cake. We're going to go into it so nice and soft, and we're gonna do a taste test. Okay, here goes guys. Food, glorious food. So good. It's so good. The chocolate is so rich, it's so moist. Guys, this is by far the best and moistest chocolate cake I have ever made. It's so good, so delicious. The frosting has just the right amount of sugar because we did not put so much of it in the cake itself, but it's so good. Let me know in the comment section below if you like chocolate cake, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.